Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Thelma's Creations and More, where you can find me here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I hope you're having a great day today. Today starts the new series, or the continuing series, I should say, on my channel that is going to show you different ways to do journal pages. Yep, you heard that right, journal pages. I recently announced on my channel that I was going to be doing this series, and I was sharing with you at that time this journal page that I did for a swap. And so today will be the tutorial on this kind of journal page. So in case you didn't watch the other video, I'm going to give you a quick flip through. So this will be the tutorial on how to make this journal page. And I made this journal page with cardstock, but you don't have to. You can make it out of paper. Just because I had it printed on cardstock, but you can make it out of paper. But let me give you the flip through beforehand. So what you can see is some paper that I put in here. So it is removable. Like when you finish journaling, you can take it out and you can put whatever you want in there. But it looks like it has a journal in the front. It's the paper. You open it up and this is what you would see. They have some journaling space here. And this is actually a flip out. Excuse me. It has like a little pocket there. An embellishment here. On the other side, there's a belly band. There's a paper clip, items that you place inside. And the back has a double pocket with some journaling cards, some tags, and then this one is also a paper clip. So again, I'm going to just show you a quick flip through here. Okay, so let's get started. What you will need to make this will be, it's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Like I said, that one and this one, in my case, are cardstock. Why? Because I just happen to have printed them on cardstock, but you can use regular paper, double-sided, or you can use any kind of paper. You can use coffee dyed paper, printed paper, whatever it is. It just so happens, sorry about that, that I'm using cardstock and it's double-sided. You're going to need a sheet folded in half. If you want to round the corners, you can. I chose to. You're going to need an envelope that fits on your page. You're going to need some trims, some paper for the front that you can fold in half and cut to size, and I'll get to that. Something to embellish the front. The rest will probably, yeah, it'll be up to you. And I'll show you what I'm using. So basically, 8 by 11 papers, you'll need 1, 2, 3, an envelope, some trim, a paper clip, embellishments. So let's get started. So, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my paper. Alright, let's start. So in the beginning, you're going to decide which one. Since I have a double-sided, I need to look at the script. This is the right way and this is the right way. I did round the corners already. These are just papers from a kit that I had. From a kit that I had, and that's why it's this size. But you can take just regular 8.5 paper, and basically what you want to do is you're going to take your trim and you're going to create a belly band. What is a belly band, for those that don't know? Also guys, sometimes I forget that I know terminology, like for example, a belly band. If for whatever reason you don't know what a certain term is, or you don't understand, please feel free to to ask me, okay? So I'm just measuring and I'll tell you what I'm doing in a second. Yes, please don't hesitate to ask me, because for me, saying belly band it's kind of something in my ordinary. But if you don't know what that is, you're listening and looking at the video like, what in the world is a belly band? So please don't hesitate to let me know, okay? Ask me questions in the comment section and I will get back to you. Okay, so basically of what a belly band is something that you tack down so that it provides an area where you can slip things in and out. So whatever papers that you're going to slip in here, an envelope, whatever it is that you're going to slip in there, just make sure that when you glue, I usually glue like as wide as my fingernail, around an inch on the top and the bottom. You can do a belly band this way, and all it is a band that allows you to slip things in and out. That's what a belly band is. So whatever you're tucking into the belly band, in my case I'm folding over this paper, right, that I rounded the corners. I want to make sure that the trim sticks out above and below. See how where the paper is? Reason for that is that it needs to slip in and out. So now I'm going to take my fabric tack, because it is excuse me, it is really fabric. Oh, there it is. I'm like, really? Are you stuffed up again? I think I have to put some more acetone in it. Okay. So about an inch, because I left that much on top. Again, kind of center it on the top and the bottom. There we go. And so slip in your paper. The reason you slip it in is because you want to make sure that you leave room to slip it in and out. I've done it before. That's why I'm telling you. You do not want to glue it so tight. Leave no room so that you can't slip out your item, because I've done it before. If that were to happen to you, you're just going to have to force it out and then trim it, make it more narrow. So the front is done. So this is a belly band. Glue on the top, glue on the bottom. Make sure you can slip it in and out. You don't have to put in folded paper like I do. You can put in anything, basically to hold it in there, like if you wanted a tag. But I wanted that look of looking like it had like a journal in the front. Or you can actually put in a journal where you stapled or you connected the papers together. I didn't do that because my reasoning behind that is if I want to journal in it and then after a while, I don't want this in my journal anymore, I can take it out and just replace the paper. So that is done. We're going to turn it over. Here we are going to do this right here, which was a flip out, and then an embellishment here. So whatever it is that you want to embellish it with, you can use it. Whatever it is that you're working with, whatever kit or supplies you want to work with. And you're going to need an envelope. The size of the envelope, as long as it fits on the page. It can be bigger, it can be smaller. It's up to you. So now what I need to do is decide on what I want in the back. Like if I wanted to do this one, I'm going to close it because I have to decorate the envelope, but this will be sticking out. So that's what I'm looking at. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. Perhaps you want to do some collaging back there, or if you don't mind stuff sticking out, that's fine. But I'm going to use this. I'm using a kit. I like this one. From My Porch Prints. So I'm going to put some glue here. Because I'm putting this embellishment on there, I want see how the flap is in the back? I know that I can put glue except from where the hinge is, right here. I need to leave room on this side and that side so that it can fully open, freely open, I should say, so it will not tear on you. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and ink my envelope. And this is just a regular envelope. Somebody gifted me these. But you can get a box at Dollar Tree for $1. And it has quite a few of them. There's a lot of ways you can use envelopes in your journals. And it just adds, the distressing just adds a little bit of dark to the edge. It helps it pop up from the background. Now here, right, look at this edge. I'll do half of it and then I'll show you. It helps it pop up from the background. So there's like a little line that catches your eye. There we go. See how this one has brown and this one doesn't? It just helps kind of lift it off from the background so it doesn't just go through. This one, since it's white, you know, you can still like tell the difference. But let's say if I would have done a coffee dyed one or the same color of the background, the same beige, it'll be kind of hard to see where it is. So, I forget I have my glass mat here. Okay, I'm moving my table. I shouldn't be moving the camera because the camera's mounted on the wall. That's one of the reasons I wanted it mounted on the wall, because I know that my table moves, since my craft table is actually a TV dinner tray. So it's not very sturdy, but you know, we'll make it work. One day I'll have my craft room again, and that won't be an issue anymore. So for now, I'm going to be grateful that I have a craft area, even if it wobbles. Alright, put that over there. I think I got everything here. This is already inked up again. I'm going to glue this to the envelope. But now you can see, the line right here, the brown? I'm not going to put it right on the line because then it's going to keep rubbing back and forth. I'm going to leave just a little bit. See how you can see the white, the line? I don't want it right on there. I want a little space so that it can turn easily. So, I'm going to put glue here. The glue that is in here, it is from Hobby Lobby. It was something I picked up to see if I liked it. It's worked out pretty good. It's a little thinner than my favorite glue, which is Tombow Mono, but it is a lot cheaper, especially when it's a Paper Studio brand of glue. So, it's a good price when it is half off. You get it at a good price. It's the only thing, I'm used to Tombow Mono, which is a little thicker glue, but it works just fine. And then I'm taking a bone folder and spreading the glue. You will not believe what the difference this bone folder does. If you don't have a bone folder, use your finger, use a credit card, use a ruler, anything. Basically, it's to spread the glue. It helps keep your projects looking nice and crisp without any lines, and it helps with the wrinkling because you're spreading out the glue. So now this is going to go here. So now you have to decide, do you want it up higher, do you want it up lower? And I kind of want it center from the top and the bottom. And you know, if you want to measure and mark and all that, go right ahead. I don't want to do it. Another thing here, you see how I'm leaving some space? I don't want it right at the edge because then this will come up above it, and I don't want that. I want this over here, a little bit more this way. So again, I'm going to take some of this glue and I'm going to glue it down to the page. And so yeah, most definitely, I'm not putting very much. You don't need very much. I'm just basically spreading the glue that I'm taking out. So I'm going to close this up and kind of leave my space, make sure it's, you know, somewhat centered. Open it up and spread the glue. You'll also notice once you start using, this is called a bone folder. You can find it at Hobby Lobby. In my Hobby Lobby, it is where the stationery is, like the letters and envelope. I mean, not letters, the cards and envelopes. It's usually hanging right there in the middle of them. Why, I have no idea, but that's where in my store they're located. The reason I'm telling you is that when I first went looking for a bone folder, I was trying to have the employee help me, and they had no idea what I was talking about, and it took me months, literally months, to find one because I just happened to catch that it was there. So that's why I'm telling you. This one I got at BB Crafts with a book binding kit that I got from them for review. So it's bigger. I'll show you the one that is in Hobby Lobby. The one at Hobby Lobby is this one right here. It's shorter, but it's the same thing. It's called a bone folder. Okay. I know that this one fits there because I used the same one in the other one. Here, you're going to need a background just so that it looks better. Here, I'm just going to cut it out and make it a little wavy, you know. Don't have to be, basically, oops, I want it. Okay, what is going on with my scissors? My scissors felt like there was a nick in it, like when you use your scissors, like let's say to cut wire, and then it has like a little thing, but it was actually a piece of glue, I guess, paper that was glued there. Okay, again, I'm gonna ink up. Basically, all I did was trim it so that, so that you can have a little edge on the top, and of course the bottom you have a lot more room than the sides. Again, I'm going to ink it up. Why? To differentiate it from the back, to kind of make it have that vintage, some people say it's burnt look. You don't have to do it, but once you start doing it, for some reason your eye gets used to it and you want to ink up, you want to distress, you know, you want to make them darker. Okay, so for the back, I'm going to use this lace, because look at the paper. See how it's white? You can put cheesecloth, you can do whatever you want in the back just to give it a little bit of decoration. I'm going to choose to use this lace and then put this on top because I think it looks really nice. So let me grab my, okay, it's right there. Okay, I was seeing where the edge was. Let me see. Perfect. Let me put this back on here. I'm trying to be more neat as I craft instead of having a big mess to clean up afterwards. Let's see how long that dairy lasts. Okay, so then I'm going to take my fabric tack, because it is lace or fabric. I like to use fabric tack. I just happen to put it in this icing bottle because it is so much easier to squeeze. So you don't need very much. It's for the background, so I'm just kind of putting it here and there. I'm going to tack it down first, meaning, oops, kind of in the middle, kind of straight, you know. And then I can go back and just do a line all the way here. Instead of guessing where I'm going to put it on the paper, I always like to put glue on whatever you're going to glue down to the paper. In other words, I'm putting the glue to whatever I'm sticking to the paper, and not putting glue and guessing and then putting the item on top. That's just the way I do it. It's easier for me that way, because if I do it the other way, I feel I'm guessing, and sometimes you can get glue outside of the area, and I don't want that. I want my items to look nice and neat, and that helps me stay on track. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Fabri-Tac glue to glue this down, because part of it is going to be on top of that lace. So that's why I'm using the Fabri-Tac. If it were just gluing to paper on paper, I would have used another kind of glue. And notice that every time I glue things down, I smush it, I press it, I place it down, I burnish it. Those are all the same word. The same, different words meaning the same thing. You're just rubbing it, making sure, spreading out the glue, burnishing it. You'll hear people, oh, and burnish it really well. Well, what does that mean? Push it down, smush it down. So now this one's done. And then you can stuff whatever ephemera you want in there. On here, I'm going to make a belly band. Now, class, do you remember what a belly band is? Let's see. You in the back over there? Yes, you, the one that didn't raise up your hand. What was a belly band? Any material. It can be paper, it can be lace, it can be fabric. That can be used. It's going to be a little longer, but that's okay. I'll trim it once I'm done. Again, I'm trying to be neat, so I'm putting things back. Aren't you proud of me? Okay. It's a piece of paper, piece of lace, a piece of fabric that you glue to the paper. You can either put it vertically or horizontally, right? Like this, same thing. It's just basically a place, it makes a band so it can hold things there. Kind of think like a belt, it holds our little gut in, right? It holds our pants in place. It's kind of same thing. But of course we're talking about embellishments or ephemera or journaling cards, envelopes, whatever you want to stick in there. And so then you do the top, and then kind of see how it's lumpy there. What you're going to do, or I suggest you do, you kind of pull it a little bit, not really tight. You see how this is really tight? Not tight, but making sure that everything lays flat. That's going to help you determine, and that it's, pretty straight. It's going to help you determine where to cut it off or where to put the glue. But I'm flattening it out. I'm putting my hand there. I'm going to roll it back and put around 1 inch of glue. Fabri-Tac dries clear. You can see a little bit of it. And because I have this here, I know not to go past that. So about 1 inch. My hand is there, so I'm going to stretch it that way. Oh, I let it go. Okay. The reason I had my hand there was to keep the tension on it, so it won't be so loose and it won't be so tight. And the Fabri-Tac dries really quick. It's still a little sticky, so as soon as I trim off the extra of the lace, then now I have a belly band. Okay, we'll come back here. Now it's ready for you to insert whatever it is that you want it to hold. The back of the other one, we made a double pocket. So it's going to be in your journal like this. You're going to turn it, right? This is going to be inside of your journal, so this is going to be connected like the book, right? I'm going to close it. Okay, so these are the scraps that I had left over from here from another project. So I need to figure out how to make 2 pockets. So I think I was going to do it this way, this way. Okay. Now I want to make a pocket. Basically a pocket is that you're going to glue 3 sides. I will glue here, here, and here. So that would be glued down, and I have a pocket right here, and I have a pocket right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and again, I'm going to de-stress. I'm going to make them darker. I'm going to make them look burnt. I'm going to use this. If you don't have the distress ink, you can use a marker, you can use a color, shoe polish, not eyeliner, eyeshadow, something to make the edges dark. A Sharpie, a pencil, something like that. Until you can get yourself some distressing ink if that's the look that you want to do. You can find it at Hobby Lobby, Michaels, online. It's called Tim Holtz Distress Ink, and this color is called Vintage Photo. They have, that company has different colors of distress ink. Vintage Photo is the one I use all the time. There's a walnut stain, which is darker, black soot, which is black, like black. But it depends what kind of look that you're looking for. But that's what I am using. Okay. So I'm thinking there is. I need to grab my rounded corner punch, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So I'm gonna put that down there, and then I'm gonna put this here. Or should I use it this way? I think I like it like that. So what I'm looking for is that the bottom piece and this piece are the same size, and they are. Okay, and because these corners are rounded, I'm going to go ahead and round these two corners. It will make it look better. Let me show you. See how it's rounded and round, and now I have a corner, you know, an angle, and then this one's round, so that's why I'm going to round it. It just adds to the same kind of theme, and it adds to the look, makes it look more cohesive, more matchy, you know, that is well. So this one I'm just going to glue here and here. Okay, wait, yes, about 1/4 of an inch on each side. And as you can tell, it's double-sided, so this side has like the postage script, and the other side, it was this one. So I'm gonna, ooh, yeah, I did. I was like, did I glue that wrong? No, I didn't. Alright. I'm only gonna do these two sides because this one is gonna go here, and the bottom of that pocket is gonna go all the way down here. So this one and this one is glued, and then this one I'm going to glue all three sides, 1, 2, and 3. Why didn't I glue here? I can, but then the pocket will end up, the end would be here, so your items would go down here. However, because I didn't glue it down, and this one, this side is going to be glued, all this side, now my items can go from here all the way down here. So it gives you more room for your items to go down. That means you can make longer items, wider items, depending on what you're putting in there. And again, you only do 3, this way, yes. You only do 3 sides, about 1/4 of an inch on all sides, depending how thick you want your glue. I kind of use 1/4 of an inch all the time. So meet up your sides. Oops, I moved it. Kind of make sure it is straight. Again, I'm smooshing it down. Really? I'm smooshing it down. I'm spreading out the glue, or people call it burnish. Same thing, different word. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato, you know. Okay, and that, my friend, is your 2 pockets. So now all we have to do is either you can decorate this or leave it as is. Now I'm going to take let's see, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna put in here. And so let's see, well, that's too big. And I'm going to decide what I'm going to put in the belly band. So I'm going to put this tag that I had made off camera. I'm going to put that there. I'll put this piece of paper back there. They can have it. So that's done. You can leave it as is. Oh, I'm going to show you how to make a paper clip. And that's it. This is how you make them. Here you decide whatever you want to put here, and don't forget you also have a pocket in here, and it's deep so you can put it down this way. So you decide what you want to put in there. You can put tags, journaling cards, folded up papers, whatever it is that you want to put in there. You can leave it as is, which I am because I want it to be flat, but you can decorate it as much as you want. I'm just going to show you really quick how you can make a paper clip. I cut out this a piece of ephemera from the kit. You decide which way you want your paper clip. See how my bird is kind of flying this way? That's why I put the paper clip on the paper. So if you put the paper clip first, you'll see that that's how the paper clip is going to look, the bird. If I put it like that and I do this, see how the paper clip is? You can tell? This way you're covering up the paper clip. So for this, I like to use fabric tack. Why? Because it dries really fast and it's a very strong glue. So what I do is, I need to wait for this because I didn't put it in my vase. I fill up this hole. I put glue in there, and then I go over the paper clip generously with the fabric tack. Go around the paper clip. Then I will put some on the image. I'm being a little generous, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Because remember the new vocabulary words that we learned today. Right? We're going to smush it. Oh, I see some glue there. There we go. You're going to smush it. You're going to press it down. You're going to burnish it. You're going to use, I want all the bird to be on top of the white. And I'll show you why in a minute. So always try to have a paper towel so you can take off the excess, the extra glue. Okay. There. Then I'm going to take my scissors, which are over here, and I'm going to cut around that. Close to the first layer, the bird. Right? As close as you can. Cut around it. Oops, I went under, that's fine. You can cut through the 2 layers if you want. Why do you glue it to the paper?